We bowl off Mello TV Sports with cricket as rookie fast bowler Jayden Seales has been included in the Windies 13-man squad for the Test versus South Africa, which starts on Thursday at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground in St. Lucia. The 19-year-old pace bowler has been included in the squad, with the only first-class match being for West Indies A against New Zealand in December. In all, he has played 10 games at the senior level. The rest of the squad reads Craig Brathwaite, Jermaine Blackwood, Nkrumah Bonner, Roston Chase, Rakeem Cornwall, Joshua Da Silva, Jason Hope, Shea Hope, Azari Joseph, Kyle Mayers, Kieran Powell, and Kemar Roach. Now on to some Olympic news. An expanded refugee team of 29 athletes will compete across 12 sports at next month's Tokyo Olympics. Now the team will compete under the Olympic flag and include people from countries including Syria, South Sudan, Eritrea, Afghanistan, and Iran. It is almost 3 times as big as the inaugural team at the 2016 Games in Rio de Janeiro. The International Olympic Committee, IOC, says the team will provide hope and inspiration to the world. Syrian swimmer Yusra Mardini, who swam to safety after her boat capsized between Turkey and Greece back in 2015, will be competing at her second Games. Also on the team is Kimia Alizadeh, Iran's first female Olympic medalist when she won bronze in Taekwondo at the 2016 Games, and fellow Iranian canoe racer Saeed Fazlullah. The athletes who will march into the stadium during the opening ceremony in second place behind Asian Games founder Greece were selected from a pool of 56 supported by Olympic scholarships from 13 different countries. The International Paralympic Committee has plans to send up to 6 athletes to the Tokyo Paralympics as part of a refugee team as well. On to basketball news. The Brooklyn Nets easily dispatched the Milwaukee Bucks 125-86 in Game 2 of their Eastern Conference semifinal matchup last night. Kevin Durant had 32 points, while Kyrie Irving scored 22 for Brooklyn, while Joe Harris and Bruce Brown Jr. contributed with 13 points each. Also on the night, 4 Suns players had 20-plus points as the Phoenix Suns claimed Game 1 against the Denver Nuggets 120-105 in their Western Conference semifinals. Mikal Bridges led the way in scoring for the Suns with 23 points, scoring 13 of those points in the third quarter. Chris Paul had 21 points and dished out 11 assists, and Devin Booker also had 21 points along with 8 assists. DeAndre Ayton scored 20 points and grabbed 10 rebounds. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Lakers pair of LeBron James and Anthony Davis have decided to skip next month's Olympics due to their injury-plagued seasons. James played only 45 of 72 games this season because of ankle issues. Davis appeared in just 36 games due to a variety of injuries, including a calf strain and Achilles tendonitis. He was hampered in the playoffs by a groin strain and a hyperextended knee. With both players injured during one span, the Lakers tumbled from the upper echelon of Western Conference teams and had to win a play-in game to make the playoffs. They had a short off-season after winning the NBA title in the bubble near Orlando last summer and were beaten in the first round in just 6 games by the Phoenix Suns last week. Golden State Warriors guard Stephen Curry is 50-50 regarding joining Team USA for the Olympics, while Portland Trail Blazers guard Damian Lillard has a strong interest in playing. On to some tennis news now. Alexander Zverev has reached the French Open semifinals with a comfortable 6-4, 6-1, 6-1 win against the Spaniard youngster Alejandro Davidovich Fokina today. Now, the Russian, who is the 6th seed, was playing in his 3rd Roland Garros quarterfinals in 4 years, but has now reached the Final Four for the very first time. A peculiar first set saw only 4 games stay on serve as both players showed signs of frustration, first with Zverev offering an incredulous response to a tight but correct line call that allowed his opponent to hold. However, with Zverev's anger quelled, he was able to claim the game against the 22-year-old Spaniard with his power. And those are the stories making sports news tonight. We now head back to the news desk with Tamara Mikhail.